What's up, y'all? So, pretty informal video. I'm just here, watching this Alex Jones versus Joe Rogan comparison, and, I have to say, it is kind of riveting. So, Alex Jones and Joe Rogan, they've been going back and forth, and it's a little sad because I guess like they've known each other for a while, and I don't really pay attention to celebrities for the most part, but I do listen to Joe Rogan from time to time, and I do spend enough time on the internet to notice that Alex Jones is you can't miss Alex Jones if you spend enough time on YouTube. Especially if you watch political shit. So, oh, you'll have to excuse me. I ate a lot today, and it's doing a number on me. So I got a bowl of weed here. So I figured I would get good and smacked up before we get going here. I just kind of made that up, smacked up. Without further ado.
You smoke pot with Jones, right? You smoke pot with Alex Jones. I watched it. It's bananas. I watched all the memes.
Oh, just tobacco?
Yes, a very strong tobacco from Mexico.
I guess I am in California. This is for
Yes,
medical reasons?
100% medical reasons and legal.
So the last few months...
Oh, Alex is tripping.
I got Alex high and drunk, and he started talking about interdimensional child molesters. Like, if anything, it showed people who he really is. But the good thing about it is, it showed people who Alex really is. I do not take Alex Jones's opinion on interdimensional child molesters seriously.
Joe takes DMT.
So, I've been watching this clip, but not to lie, I've been playing it while I've been getting my shit together, and Alex Jones just can't handle somebody else disagreeing with him. It's just not part of who he is. Now, people disagree with me all the time. I don't give a flying shit. You can disagree with me all you want. That's not my prerogative, for lack of a better term. It's not my, like, I don't care. You can disagree with me all you want. It's none of my concern. But I'm not gonna like, unless you say something like truly like despicable, I'm not gonna lose it the way Alex Jones is about to.
Talks about seeing space aliens and other dimensions, and then I talk about the globalists taking drugs and believing they're getting knowledge from other dimensions, and I'm the biggest kook in the world. Oh, I had Alex on. People think I like Alex. I like him as a friend, but he's a total nutball. I had him on. He talked about interdimensional child molesters, psychic vampires. You know, he's crazy. Oh, really? I don't take DMT. It's fine that you do. I'm a libertarian. Because if you're a good person and you take the DMT and go to the fifth dimension, sixth dimension, if you believe in that stuff, they act real friendly, but Mescalito gets mean later. He's a goat, by the way. It's Baphomet's who you meet. It happens to basically everybody, unless you're a really good guy. And then you get transported to a space prison for a couple 100,000 years.
What the fuck is he talking about?
And then when you...
Look, Joe Rogan has talked about DMT and other dimensions, but he's mostly talked about it from like a perspective of like, hey, maybe, and isn't this interesting? I don't know that Joe Rogan actually believes that he's going to another dimension. He has spoken about it kind of like from a perspective of curiosity, but I don't know that he is legit says there's other dimensions out there. There's no doubt about it. I just don't know. I don't know if that's Joe Rogan's perspective. I have a difficult time believing that. But Alex Jones, he talks about the things he talks about as if it's definite, as if it's like, of course. Maybe I can get some light on my face here. Fuck it.
Come back, you don't ever come back. I knew about this when I was a kid from people that I knew that were involved in CIA trials.
Also, like, we'll get back to that in a minute, but like,
Unless you're a really good guy. And then you get transported to a space prison for a couple 100,000 years.
I don't know what.
Molly talks about interdimensional child molesters, psychic vampires. He's crazy. Oh, really? I don't take DMT. It's fine that you do. I'm a libertarian. Because if you're a good person and you take the DMT and go to the 5th dimension, 6th dimension, if you believe in that stuff, they act real friendly, but Mescalito gets mean later. He's a goat, by the way. Baphomet's who you meet. It happens to basically everybody. Unless you're a really good guy.
I know what the fuck he's talking about. I'm not gonna lie.
And then you get transported to a space prison for a couple 100,000 years. And then when you come back, you don't ever come back.
What the fuck?
I knew about this when I was a kid from people that I knew that were involved in CIA trials.
Bullshit.
Oh, tell me about DMT, Joe. Tell me all.
I don't think he knew any high-level people that were in trials. And if you're gonna say something crazy like that, you better be able to prove it, because that's some next level of silly right there for sure.
About, how you popularized it in the last 15 years. The Clockwork Elves, Joe. I heard about the Clockwork Elves when I was a little kid. And I decided I don't want to see them. Because everybody sees them.
What are you talking about, the Clockwork Elves? What are you...
Little goat creatures with little green hats and little green uniforms. They look just like gray aliens. Then they pull their mask off and they don't look quite like that anymore. They wear little gray masks so they don't get too scary. Because they look like little gremlins, little demons. Now, see, you'll probably play that and say, look how crazy you believe little gremlin demons. No, you do. You talked about it. You saw it. I didn't take it. Pharmakia, because it gives you the evil spirits. Okay, I didn't used to believe that growing up. And then I learned the CIA is taking this to get interdimensional communications. You say...
Now, I'm not sure... See, Alex Jones is a religious guy, and I don't think I don't know that Joe Rogan believes in. Oh God, I'm washed up. Holy hell! I don't know that Joe Rogan believes in spirits. That's more of Alex Jones' side of the fence. I think if we're talking interdimensional stuff, that's a different kind of conversation. That's a different conversation than demons and angels and all that stuff.
You've had those interdimensional communications, Joe. I haven't had them. You have had the communications, but I'm the kook for saying that the owners of Time Life Books in the 30s were taking DMT. You know where you get DMT, don't you, Joe? In deep sleep. See, I don't need to go there artificially. I let my brain and my soul decide what I do. I let God direct where I go. And I've been a lot further than anybody that takes DMT, let me tell you. Because I got the DMT. Alex Jones got a lot of the DMT. The DMT. The DMT. Every night I go to sleep, it's like 1,000 years. My waking life is not even one fraction of who I am. Oh, believe me, Joe, I know all about...
Is he taking some kind of drugs? Because he's behaving like someone that's taking like some kind of drugs. 1,000 years every night, and either he's trying to impress him or I don't fucking know. It's hard to tell if he's trying to impress him or if he's actually taking some kind of drugs, which he seemed to be pretty against drugs just about 5 goddamn minutes ago. But, like, I don't know. Fucking, this guy, he's a nutball.
The DMT, the DMT, the DMT.
The DMT.
That guy has done some seriously twisted, crazy shit. There is no doubt about it. The Sandy Hook stuff. And
Yeah, I didn't know about the Sandy Hook stuff, by the way, before we did the podcast. I
But
knew
that-
that he believed a bunch of stupid conspiracies that I genuinely just dismissed, but I didn't know that he was saying that those kids never die. I've been friends with Alex since 1998. I've known him for a long time.
yeah.
See, that was the part when Alex Jones turned from being something funny to something dangerous, because he's talking about the lives of real children that really died. And that's where it really affects people's lives. I don't know that I want to get into his fans harassing these people. Sorry, it's not sexy. I don't know if we want to get into his fans harassing these people, because that's a different conversation. But I don't know that it's just not good to be talking about kids that have just died. Like, you're treading on thin ice. I try not to do anything involving children. Like, it's just, I mean, kids are hilarious and they're quality entertainment, and you can sit at the park and watch the kids give each other shit all day. And it's hilarious. But for example, I was taking a walk, and I was already about 5 joints in, and I was puffing along. It was like midnight. There's these kids hanging out in front of the Dairy Queen, you know, being kids. And one of them was like, "Whoa, dude." You know, I don't know if he thought I was cool, because I was just strutting along with a joint in my hand with my headphones on, getting into my music. I keep it down low enough so I know what's going on around me. So I heard what he said, and I was just like, how's it going? And I just kind of kept moving, because I'm not talking to kids in the middle of the night. So I'm a grown man, you know. I don't like that. Nah, I got no business talking to someone else's children in the middle of the night. People are gonna think the wrong thing. But also I had a joint in my hand, and he wasn't. So to be saying that these kids didn't actually die and they're crisis actors, and you know, none of this is real and they're all faking it. That's like, I know that's not the same as like people thinking the wrong thing of you because you're hanging out with kids. That's a different situation. But like, I'm just saying, I don't like to do much of anything involving kids, much less saying that they're faking a shooting at a school. That's just too much.
I don't think he's a bad guy, but
I mean, yeah.
he's wrong about a lot of things. Very misguided about a lot of things.
Excuse me.
He says, "Oh, I like Alex," but then he snipes me. "Oh, I like you, Alex." Ugh. I like you. Alex is a good guy. Ugh. He's wrong.
Alex, you can't get so worked up about people fucking disagreeing with you. It just happens, dude. Like, people disagree. This is adulthood. This is something you're gonna have to get used to. Disagreeing with one another is good, because then it opens the door for further learning and understanding, and each side can learn something from each other. But you just have to be mature about people disagreeing with you. Like, people say all sorts of shit about me, like, but I don't think they understand where I'm coming from, typically. And even if they understand where I'm coming from, and they choose to disagree, that's fine. You know, whatevs. It's completely their business if they disagree with me. I'm not. Whatever. You gotta be a mature adult about it.
He's wrong. He's wrong. He's wrong. He's like my other best buddy.
I want to hear that again. He's wrong. He's
Yeah, a
wrong.
lot of things.
Oh,
Very
it's
misguided
funny.
about a lot of things.
He says, "Oh, I like Alex," but then he snipes me. "Oh, I like you, Alex." Ugh. I like you. Alex is a good guy. Ugh. He's wrong. He's wrong. He's wrong. He's wrong. He's like my other best buddy. Eddie Bravo, Eddie. You're a crazy dumbass. Boom, slam your head in the ground. Aren't you a nice little guy putting up with me saying that? Well, listen, I'm not stupid when I watch all that. I'm not dumb. I don't sit here and play Machiavellian games. I'm a straight shooter. I'm from Texas.
People are looking for conspiracy.
Eddie Bravo believes in some crazy conspiracies. Like, let's keep that real. Eddie Bravo is pretty intellectually honest to the point where he knows, I think he understands what he believes is hard for other people to accept, whether he's right or he's wrong. So Joe Rogan's not like talking shit about Eddie Bravo when he says, you know, like Eddie Bravo believes some crazy shit. I mean, I don't know, like, Alex Jones is just very sensitive. He's very easily hurt by people just having a genuine disagreement with him. I mean, it's just adulthood, man. Like,
Everywhere, man. I keep hearing him now about Anthony Bourdain. That Bourdain was gonna expose some child pedophile ring, and that's why they suicided him. It's fucking stupid, man. I mean, this is fucking stupid. This is stupid thinking.
Man, I really like Alex Jones. He's a really good guy. He's a little bit funny guy. You think I'm stupid? Bourdain said the Clintons were after him, the henchmen were after him, that he was being harassed by them. He had decided to go public because he was dating a woman who had been raped by Weinstein, reportedly, and whose father was a famous occultic Illuminati filmmaker.
I don't know anything about
and
this.
she told Bourdain about the sex abuse of children, and Bourdain had a soul and was getting ready to go public. I've talked to the people that were there, but Bourdain is dead now. Magically, and they got rid of his body faster than they did with Bin Laden's in the ocean, if you believe that. Yeah, there's Bourdain saying he's been experiencing Hillary's wrath, and it's no fun. But you know, Alex Jones is wrong for even asking a question.
He said George Soros was a Nazi or something.
Yeah,
No,
I
he was
saw the
captive.
apology.
He was captured by the Nazis. I mean, he was like
Well, anyway, this gate.
conspiracies.
I don't know anything about George Soros.
I just want to get Joe's attention that whoever told him that, whoever told him that was a good thing to say, is not a good person in my view. Or is that your decision, Joe? Because if it's your decision to defend George Soros, then there's going to be a whole new chapter to our relationship. Make your decision. If you turn over to Palpatine and become Darth Vader, I'm Obi-Wan Kenobi and I'm coming for you, buddy. Alex is, he's just wrong about all this stuff. And, he says Soros worked with the Nazis. Soros was captured by the Nazis. Hell, Joe, why not just say he cut Hitler's head off? And fought him in a castle, and Hitler was guarded by 5,000 werewolves and in SS uniforms.
5,000 werewolves.
I'm not stupid. You know what I heard, Joe? I heard Hitler fought the Nazis. Yeah, I heard he got captured by them. Hermann Goering, Heinrich Himmler, Zeb Dietrich, all of them. They were fighting the Nazis at the Maginot Line in 1940. Yeah, did you know that? Yeah, did you know that? You know who the bad guys were? It was America, I heard. Yeah. Oh, it was my grandfathers. They were the bad guys, right? Yeah, George Soros went and found the Jews like a little bloodhound demon. He's a Nazi bloodhound. That's what he is. I'm not trying to be Joe Rogan. A lapdog of the...
Let's hear that again. I gotta stay in this. I'm
Hermann
getting
Goering,
high.
Heinrich Himmler, Zeb Dietrich, all of them. They were fighting the Nazis at the Maginot Line in 1940. Yeah, did you know that? Yeah, did you know that? You know who the bad guys were? It was America, I heard. Yeah. Oh, it was my grandfathers. They were the bad guys, right? Yeah, George Soros went and found the Jews like a little bloodhound demon. He's a Nazi bloodhound. That's what he is. I'm not trying to be Joe Rogan, a lapdog of the system. I'm trying to change the world. And I'm doing.
I think Joe Rogan's pretty, excuse me. God damn. I think Joe Rogan's pretty intellectually honest. I don't think Joe Rogan believes in the bullshit. I don't think he's... I mean, he may not necessarily believe something as extreme as, like, 9/11 or, you know, as a conspiracy or something like that. He may have a hard time dealing with that. But, I don't think... I don't know. I don't think that Joe Rogan is a lapdog to the system.
You don't think I don't know I've already been threatened to stop saying it? I will continue to say it, because my soul ain't for sale. And it doesn't matter what happens to me as long as we win the war. That's what this is all about. I'm not a little rollover like you. You may have gotten threatened by authoritarian buddy boy, I didn't. Look, I'm from Texas, I'm from America, and my ancestors aren't cowardly scumbags like you. You cockroach. You think I'm stupid? I'm not. I'm not bragging here, but does anybody know what I've done? Does anybody know who I am? You don't think I don't have 5 steps ahead of all this crap?
What have you done, Alex?
But we're not gonna fix this.
Tell me what you've
playing
done.
these games anymore.
I really...
So stop acting like we don't know what's going on.
If Alex Jones is watching this video here that I'm putting together, I would hope that he responds and tell me what you've done. Like what kind of high level government shit, whatever, non-government shit have you done to put you in a position of understanding? I don't understand it.
I'm done. Shut it down.
I feel like, what did he say?
Have 5 steps ahead of all this crap.
Oh.
But we're not gonna fix this playing these games anymore. So stop acting like we don't know what's going on.
You smoke pot with Jones, right? You smoke pot with Alex Jones. I watched it.
The elite are all about. I want to tell you guys the big enchiladas.
Okay, let's see.
All right, let me see here. History. Okay, part 2. This is where things get juicy, all right.
I still like you as a person. If I saw you, I'd still give you a hug. But not everything's a fucking conspiracy.
It's this whole thing like, I still want to hug you. No, Joe, I want you to be my enemy. Don't give me any more pleasantries. I want war. Give me your attacks. Everything. Now you understand the shape of things. Now you understand. I'll get my hand.
So, and I'm probably gonna get this video taken down for all the videos I'm ripping off. But I'm Alex Jones, like Joe Rogan's trying to be homies, but you can't handle people disagreeing with you. Like, you gotta be mature. You gotta grow up. Like, you're acting strange. And I've seen this video before, and so I know it gets crazy.
Hands politically around your neck. And all your tough guy crap's gonna end real quick. God wants me to wage war.
It's funny, because he's saying all this tough guy stuff. all Joe Rogan's tough guy stuff is gonna end quick. Like, Joe Rogan is a real tough guy. Like, he really knows how to fight. But he doesn't go around trying so hard, you know? He's just... he just says it like it is, and if you're incorrect, he doesn't feel bad about correcting you. But I don't think he's, like, trying to be a tough guy. Alex is just acting ridiculous, and Joe has to protect his integrity.
I totally destroy Joe Rogan.
Ah.
Yes, sir, Jesus. I will do it. No more games.
So, if people try to tell me religion doesn't cause violence, like, this is a contradiction. I know he uses words like figuratively or whatever, but, like, and he tries to get around the literal aspects of what he's saying. But, like, these are calls to violence. You could fucking get someone put in jail for, or, you know, fined or whatever. You could take someone to court, I think, at least over this. Or at least submit a cease and desist. Like, it's a call of violence.
War. Ah, a real thing. War. 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 You want war against our children? You want war against God? You will get war. War.
And it gets dangerous when people feel like they're standing up for their religious ideals. If they believe there's some kind of holy warrior, then they can do no wrong. This is where religion gets truly dangerous. Tell me religion can do no wrong. And this is just one example. I mean, the Bible itself is full of people that committed acts of violence that believed God was on their side. Take God out of the equation. How much fuel? Take God out of the equation. How much fuel would be in their fire over this war thing?
Having to, like, respond to people that want to know if I've seen what Alex Jones has said about me lately is one of the weird things that I've dealt with.
Joe Rogan, metaphysically, is a Christmas hog.
I know this video is kind of long, but I kind of want to wind up to this. I'm kind of getting into this. Oh, fuck. I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting fucked. This could be a problem. Well, this tripod of mine is creating me some issue. Oh, it's getting real slippery. Well, fuck. God damn it. Stand by.